Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you all of the reasons why I use a ring-bound planner as opposed to any other type of planner. Now I've pretty much gone through the whole range of what you can get as a planner. I've used quite a few spiral-bound planners. I have used notebook-style planners. Some of them were dated, some weren't. I've always been a planner person and I have quite a bit of experience with different types of planners, so I feel like my take on this is fairly well informed. But at the same time, there are many different types of planners out there and there are many different types of people out there, so what you choose in the end is, of course, down to your individual choice. I'm not saying you're wrong if you don't like ring-bound planners, but I really think that this is the best way to plan, and I'm going to show you guys why. So first of all, I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of some of the planners that I've used in the past. I have used this spiral bound planner and it is personalizable, if that's a word. You can personalize it to an extent. I can, for instance, insert these little dividers so I have different sections. I used to use this one in particular to plan my social media and my blog posts and YouTube videos. But one thing that was a real problem with this spiral bound planner is that I found that I was always left with a lot of blank pages that I didn't really use. Whenever I felt the need for whatever reason to move on from this planner, I'd only used part of it. Another type of planner that I used is this one. Now, I use this one for my financial planner and it is gorgeous on the outside, I have to say. But once again, I do have this issue where I don't end up using all of the pages inside of it. And then I have my personal planner. This one was a 2015-2016 academic planner, and I did do some decorating. I added some color coding, some washi tape, and all of these things, which you can do in pretty much any planner that you have. But once again, sometimes I'd have a lapse. Sometimes I would be ill, or I'd be super busy, or not very busy, or for whatever reason, there were pages upon pages that I would not use. So in the end, I decided I would move on to a ring-bound planner, and I've been wanting to do that for a really long time. So of course, reason number one why I'd recommend a ring-bound planner is because you have complete functionality out of it. If there's anything that you don't use or that you don't enjoy, if you have a lapse when maybe you went a month without planning anything, you can remove those pages and nothing is wasted. It's completely functional. Now, there is another type of planner that gives you similar functionality, and that is the disc-bound planner. I'm showing you this disc-bound notebook because I don't actually own a disc-bound planner. But some popular ones are the ARC system, and me and my big ideas does a popular one called the Happy Planner. It does essentially everything that a ring-bound planner can do, but I do find that there is more wear and tear on the pages because of the way you remove and reinsert them. So I would say that a disc-bound planner is a good option if you don't want a ring-bound for whatever reason, but you do have to be a lot more careful with your pages. The second reason that I have for using a ring-bound planner, and the reason that I would recommend it, is because of how adaptable it is. You can take pages from your old planner and put them into your new planner if you still have to finish the task, or if these pages are still relevant to your life. So in this clip, you can see me doing that, and this is how I do it. Even if the old planner isn't exactly the same size as your new ring-bound planner, you can take some pages out. I'm doing that here with my old social media planner that I showed you before. I just took them out, I cut them down, I punched holes in them, and I then inserted them into my ring-bound planner just like this. It really isn't very difficult. These pages, I think, are still relevant to my life, and so they are going to follow me. But you might say, what about all of those pages that come already predated? I didn't use them for whatever reason, and I want to make sure that I don't waste. Well, if you like to decorate your planner, which I certainly do, you can just cover up the dates with washi tape. If you buy sticker packs and kits, you can use date stickers and just cover up the existing dates on your inserts. So here you can see me decorating these pages. These are old pages and the date is obviously from last year. And I am just changing the dates and all of that. And honestly, I haven't put much effort into this because I'm only doing this for the video. I'm not really going to use it. But the end result is still going to be pages that you can continue to use. Some of my washi hair is a bit transparent, so you can still see some of what's printed behind it. But to me, that's just not a big deal. If you are more of a perfectionist, you can just use a different type of washi tape or date stickers, like I said. Or you can even create date stickers using blank adhesive labels, which is something that I've done in the past. So it is completely adaptable. There is no wasted paper. I can adapt this planner to me by incorporating the sections that apply to me. Let's say I like the Day Designer system. I can take Day Designer pages or create similar inserts myself and then pop them into my ring-bound planner and completely have a planner that is personal and perfectly suited to me. Another reason that I recommend this type of planner is just because of its visual appeal. I'm sure that you can understand that when you enjoy looking at your planner, you're more likely to use it. So it has increased function. And there's also a real effective sort of stress reduction. When you look at your list of things to do, but it's pleasant to look at, it's kind of less stressful to think about all of the things that you have to do. So there's that psychological effect. There's also the psychological effect of just ticking off boxes once you've completed your task. It makes you feel accomplished, and I really think that because of that, visual appeal is really important in your planner. That is something that would be true for ring-bound planners, but any type of paper planner really gives you that sort of functionality. Then, of course, you have a visual representation of a day, and just the amount of space that you have on your planner limits you as to what you can actually write on any given day. So that helps you manage your tasks. It shows you what you can and can't accomplish on a given day, and this is part of the reason why I enjoy using this type of planner. This is an accountability partner. It lets you see what you're doing, what you've accomplished, what you haven't, and honestly, even when your tasks aren't done, you can see how you spend your days. You can see which tasks you tend to avoid, which tasks take longer than you expected, and you can make sure that you only schedule things that you can really get done in a day. You can track trends, like, for instance, am I very productive the day after I get paid? What about the day after church? Do I find that I get more done? Do I find that I'm more inspired? Do I find that I'm less efficient when the weather is sunny, for instance? You can track all of these things and have a very clear visual representation of how you spend your days. Of course, because it's ring-bound, you could completely personalize and track pretty much whatever you feel the need to track, because you make this planner for yourself and for your own needs. Another thing that I really like about this, and it goes back to the lack of wastage, is how you can plan with continuity. A ring-bound planner gives you this perpetuity of planning where you can just add another page if you need another date, and it never ends. If you no longer need something to be in your planner but you don't want to get rid of it, you can simply take it out, archive it, put it in a box, put it on the shelf, put it in a spare planner, whatever you want to do, but you don't lose that information. You don't lose the things that you have recorded. So you can keep a clear record of everything you've done, every day that you've worked, everything you've accomplished, where did you go, what did you do, how much did you spend, and it all goes on in perpetuity if you wanted to, because your planner is ring bound, so you can add and remove things at will. So that's it. That's what I really love about this. It's the quintessential personalized planner. Here you guys can see my planner for this year. I've put in here just sections that I really need, the things that I want to track, and it really is completely personal to me. I really don't think it gets any better than this when it comes to having a personal organization system. And I always say I feel like my planner is my personal assistant. So I hope this video helped you to understand how you can use this type of planner and why so many people enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, leave a comment if you have any questions, and also share this video if you think it might help someone who is sort of trying to figure out what is the best way to organize their life. If you're interested in finding out anything about planning or about frugal living, which is also something that I'm really passionate about, please don't be shy. All you have to do is request the videos that you want to see in the comments below. I already have another video coming up, and it's going to be about affordable alternatives for decorating your planner, so stay tuned for that one, guys. And yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!